Why is it that when life starts to improve and you start to build momentum, you derail yourself? Those same habits, same vices, those things that you just cannot seem to master. It feels like there's a version of you that doesn't want you to win, even though you know that you want to change. There's a sense of internal betrayal, and it's not just frustrating, it's not just annoying. You feel ashamed, you feel embarrassed. And the reason why it feels like there's a version of you that doesn't want you to win is because it's true. This is your old identity battling with the person that you're trying to become. You're not wired up wrong. You're not destined for failure. You just don't understand how this process works. This game of life, the game of progress and results and success, it's about who, not what. Who is the bridge to what you want? And everyone can identify what they want, but they forget the most important part. Who do I need to be in order to achieve that? You're going to deal with this all of your life. Don't let that deter you. You're not one of the unlucky ones. You've not been singled out by the universe. Life's not just unfair to you. This is just how it works. This happens to everybody. But if you can understand and grasp what I'm going to talk about in this video, you're going to be armed for life with this skill, and you're going to be equipped to deal with this issue permanently, because it happens at every single level. Life is a continual process of identity shifting. I'm at probably like version 15 now of me. But when I was in university, around that period, pre that, and then the years after, it probably took me 5 years to go from version 1 to version 2. But then it took me 1 year after figuring this process out to go from version 2 to version 10. You're probably in a position similar to where I was, trying to go from version 1 to version 2. Version 2 represents the caliber or the type of man that you need to become to achieve the thing that you're working towards. When you achieve that, naturally you just set a bigger goal. But the identity that got you to version 2 isn't going to get you to version 3. So this process is never ending. And again, don't let that deter you. Once you understand this, once you master it, the sky is the limit. Now I can speak from experience with this. When I was in university, my main vices were porn, drugs, booze, and basically anything that just pulled me away from facing the problems and facing my undesired reality. I wanted to change so bad. And I can't remember how many conversations I had with myself and how many times I looked in the mirror and I stared into my own eyes and I said, you're not going out like this, man. You've got to fix it. There's someone in there that wants to win, and I need to pull him out. I'm not escaping. I'm not running from my problems anymore. I'm going to fix this once and for all. 2 days later, load up Pornhub, order a bag, same shit. And then you go down the spiral. I can't beat this. I've got no willpower. This is embarrassing. I feel ashamed. I feel guilty. I feel like I'm wasting this opportunity. How can I not beat this fucking simple thing? Why do I keep reverting back to the same set of behaviors that I fucking despise? I'm never going to achieve big things in life, not if I can't master this, not if I can't keep a simple promise to myself. This is the internal conflict that I'm describing, the old identity versus the new one. There's an old English proverb, better the devil you know than the devil that you don't. Your brain prefers a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven, because the brain is built for comfort. Think about when you've been out all day, or maybe you've been traveling, and all you can think about is getting home and getting in bed, because it's familiar. The brain can then be put at ease. It's not in this fight or flight response, it's just calm. Destructive behaviors, although negative, work in the same way. You hate doing them, but they're familiar. There's some element of comfort and safety. That's why you always revert back. There was actually a trending audio going around on Instagram a while ago, and it literally said, break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow. And it just said that over and over again. That is exactly what this is. The change you need to make is internal. This isn't discipline, this isn't willpower, it is literally just identity. That is all this is. It's important that everybody knows this, because it's part of psychology, it's part of life. But it's crucially important for you guys who've clicked on this video, because you're trying to ascend. You're on this self-development journey. You're trying to succeed. You're trying to improve your life. And that's why I created the identity installation process. Now, this is a 4-step process that I use with my clients. I'm going to briefly explain it in this video. If you want the full breakdown, there's a WhatsApp link in the description. Send me the word identity. I'll send you the full breakdown. But the 4 steps are as follows. The first is identify. We have to become aware of the unconscious patterns. What is it for you? What's the actual behavior? Name it, identify it. What's the trigger? When do you do it? Is it a certain time of day? Is it when other things go wrong? Now we know what it is, we have to disconnect intentionally. We have to remove it. The beliefs that we hold about it, I always do this when, that's a belief. Okay, we have to remove that. We have to rewrite it. And any other narrative or faulty thinking, which is what this is, it's a lapse in how the brain works, because it's not working for us, right? The brain is set up in faulty ways sometimes, like this. We have to remove all of that. Anything that reinforces that identity. Now, at this point, we're only 2 steps in, you're already going to feel so much relief. It sounds stupidly simple, but it is. You've probably been battling with whatever the specific thing is for you for a while, but you've never sat down and actually gone, okay, what is the problem? When does the problem occur? When am I susceptible to cave into this desire or impulse? And just from doing that, there's going to be immense relief. But then we can move on to step 3. This is where it really starts to take effect, where it really starts to work. Installing the new identity. It's who, not what, but they go together. You probably know what you want, but you've never thought about who you need to be worthy of achieving it. Now I want you to think about where you're lacking right now in thoughts, actions, beliefs, behaviors, vices, versus what the version of you who has attained it, how he would be operating. That gap is basically what we need to embody. We do this in the morning and we do this in the evening. Now, there's things we do in the day to reinforce it, which is step 4. But to cover the alignment and the reflection, first of all, anyone that follows me on Instagram sees my morning process. You see me up at 4:30. You see me looking at my Pinterest vision board. You see me journaling and writing my assumptions. This is alignment. Who do I need to be today? Reflection on an evening is going, okay, how have I performed today in alignment with who I need to be? Okay, today wasn't good enough. Actually, today was a really good day. That reflection gives you feedback, and that allows you to change your direction slightly, just adjust your course. So tomorrow, you stay in alignment. Now, the final step, which just happens in the background from living a fitness-driven lifestyle, is reinforcement of the new identity. Your old identity that you're trying very hard to escape from, it's ingrained within you because it's been reinforced over and over and over again. The new identity needs to take that place. The new behaviors, habits, thoughts, beliefs, you've got to do it day in, day out, every week, every month. And over time, it doesn't actually take months, it takes probably a matter of weeks. It just becomes your new identity. You're not trying to force it. You do have to do a little bit of that at the beginning, but it becomes your new identity. But you can only do that if you're reinforcing it on a daily basis. Fitness is the way to do it. Fitness is the vehicle. Right now, you're facing a battle in your mind of, I'm not disciplined, I have no willpower, I don't keep my word. When you live a fitness-driven lifestyle, you have all these boxes to tick. Not only does it improve your physique and improves your mental health and improves so many other areas of your life, but you're reinforcing this new identity. Now, once you do this, not only have you addressed the immediate problem of going from version 1 to version 2, getting out of the rut and out of that looping, self-sabotaging pattern that you're currently stuck in, but now you know exactly what you need to do the next time it happens, because remember, this will always happen. This is just life. It's a continual process of identity shifting to align with the new thing that we're working towards. You will always revert back to old behavior if you don't do this. You will always continue to self-sabotage. And one thing that I did in that period of university where I was stuck was create an anti-vision for life. I had a vision, a very restricted vision versus the vision I have for life now because of the self-trust and the immense self-trust that I've built through doing this process for however long now and shifting through all of those identities. But an anti-vision is equally as powerful. when I'd get into those spirals and I'd be so self-hating, I would think about 5, 10, 20 years down the line, what happens if I don't fix this? Where am I going to end up? What feeling am I going to have inside me if I know I haven't conquered this problem? Now that, the anti-vision paired with a vision, that's dynamite. The vision's pulling you forward, and the anti-vision, escaping the thing that you don't want anymore, the old identity, that's like a firework up your ass. So this thing's pulling you forward and this thing's pushing you. At the time of recording this, it's February 2026. We're still in Q1 of 2026. If you get this process nailed, if you go through this identity installation process, this will be your best year yet, because you're attacking the problem at the root source, and not only, again, the immediate problem that you're facing right now, but you're equipped for the next time it happens. Because you're going to achieve the thing that you've been stuck on for so long, so quickly. Once you do this, you'll be going to like version 3 and version 4 in 2026. Now, if you want the full breakdown, WhatsApp me the word identity, the link below, and I will send you the video over explaining exactly how you can do this yourself and install the identity of the man that you need to become. Don't place all of your focus on the external world of the tangible things that you want. You have to bring that back internally and go, okay, who do I need to be? I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you to go through this framework. WhatsApp me, identity, I'll ping that over, and I will check in with you in, I'd say a week. It's probably going to be 3 days before you tell me, oh mate, this is an absolute fucking game changer. So yeah, if you want that, WhatsApp, identity. Other than that, have a fucking beautiful day, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.